All right, what's up guys? So today we're gonna go over the build list of my 2006 IS350. We're gonna do weight and engine. Weight has a lot to do with everything, but just get right into it. 16.8, let's see. So weight. So I decided to get some lighter wheels, and so in turn, RPF ones, super cheap, very light. Like my rears are 13 pounds, which is really light. My fronts are about 14 pounds. But I have the 16 by 8s in the rear and 17 by 8s in the front. And that rear tire is a 255/50 R16 with Toyo R888. Really the only tire they made for it. Not too many people are making sizes or even available at that point. I had like 12 in the country when I ordered mine. But yeah, the total cost of that setup was about $1460, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. I mean, it's not bad for 4 wheels and 4 tires. The 2 front tires, I don't even know what they are. I don't even care at all. Again, on weight, pulled the seats in the back, pulled the seats in the back, trunk, carpet, spare tire, plastics in the engine bay. Don't need any of that shit. Plastics under. It's probably useful to keep them in there, but I'm ghetto, whatever. Obviously that's free. In total is probably about 100 pounds, if I had to guess. I mean, every pound counts in my opinion. People say 20 pounds doesn't count or this or that, whatever. Don't believe anything they say. Weight, we could do the lightweight crank pulleys and the water pulleys. That'll go under weight. That cost me around, I don't remember, $250 plus shipping, so it's about $280. But yeah, I mean, that's a good mod just to, you know, free up some of that horsepower, I guess. Freeing up horsepower. That's all it is. Not really adding horsepower, just freeing it up, and turning it into crank horsepower into wheel horsepower. It's basically, the best way to explain it is turning crank horsepower to wheel horsepower. So yeah. Engine. So here's the what you guys are waiting for, I guess. We're gonna start off with coil packs. Got a lot of shit for this. But coil packs, the manufacturer says 20 to 30 wheel horsepower. I don't know. Maybe a marketing scam. I don't know. They showed dyno numbers and everything. Don't know. But that's just, don't fucking come at me, motherfuckers. Go out them. Cold air intake. Whatever, here we go. It's a hot air. Yeah. That was about $300. Oh, the cold pack's $343. That's not, none of these prices are with shipping except for one, which is the headers. But cold air, $300. You could really find them anywhere. Hot air, I should say. Everybody's gonna get on my ass for that. Headers with shipping, $700. OBX. I don't see why anyone would get anything other than OBX. If you want to spend another $500 to $600 for fucking whatever PPE, if fucking you're paying for Louis Vuitton, you're getting Walmart, whatever. Obviously, we all know the benefit of headers, just getting air out of the motor. I'm gonna sound like a dumbass explaining all this shit, of course. I don't really know. But yeah, those were $700 with shipping, which is the other headers are going to be about $1,200 to $1,300, which is ridiculous. My exhaust, straight pipe, whatever, it's just some rig. It's got the resonators still. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can blow out resonators, but I heard one of them clanking one day, so those might be blown out. Don't even know if they work. But muffler delete, and I don't know, $100 maybe. I don't know what that costs. But Toyota Tundra 76mm throttle body. But I did port it to 80mm. estimated 80 millimeters. It could be 81, 82, it could be 79, but around 80 millimeters. You could get these on eBay, get them used. I got mine used, works perfectly fine. You do have to do a, what's it called? Coolant bypass on the throttle body. So the Tundra throttle bodies are like, the coolant line is like shaped a different way so it doesn't fit. Just do a bypass on it. Don't worry about that. I mean, unless you live in negative 10 degrees conditions, don't mess with that. Please don't freeze your motor or whatever. But that was about $250 on eBay. They could be getting more expensive. This is when I bought it. So I don't know, it could be more expensive, don't come at me. Porting. So I ported, this is the port list. This is very, very important to get 400 horsepower, natural aspirated, or near it, I should say. The heads porting was the main beef, the beef and potatoes of the price. So the porting of the heads was $400 alone. So yeah, that's mainly the cost of it. The porting of the heads is very, very important. Not to make, nobody really does it. You have to go way in the motor to do it. It is what it is. But yeah, that's going to be your main horsepower. But the lower intake, and the plenum, which is a little black box on whatever intake, black intake on top of your motor, and the throttle body, as I already stated. All that costed me $500. That price is gonna vary. I shopped around a lot on that. He did a very good job. Mainly people are gonna be charging the $1,000 to $1,200 on that. Don't know why. He did it for $500 and he got it done within 2 weeks. He's awesome. If anyone wants his name and get your stuff shipped over here, I'll pay him, whatever. We could do it like that. Like Polo, FBO IS350 on YouTube wants to send me his heads to get ported, and I was completely fine with that. So he's sending those over to get ported for $400. So if anyone wants his name, let me know. I'll get it to you. And then cams, stage 3 cams. Those are going to be Monkey Wrench Racing cams. Basically a lot of my parts are going to be Monkey Wrench Racing. I was trying to stick with the same company, not mix a bunch of parts in the motor, just because they probably designed it with their other parts. I'm not sure. But the cams, stage 3 cams, those cost $1,195. Keep in mind, I got all these parts cheaper because I'm a dealer for Monkey Wrench. So when you're a dealer, you get discounts, you get tax-free, yada, yada, yada. I own shops, whatever. So that's that. Cams. So to talk about the cams, I talked with the Monkey Wrench people a lot. He said the cams power band, the peak power is 7,500 plus, if I'm saying that right, 7,500 RPMs plus. So what I'm thinking is I'm still in the tuning process, and I haven't got a custom tune yet. I did the RR Racing basic tune because he needed me to do the custom tune. But I want to go to 8,600 RPMs, shifting at that. I don't know if he's going to do it for me, whatever, but it is what it is. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But that's what I want to be at, because, I mean, not peak. I don't think it's peak power, but I think the power band, really starts at 7,500. So it's a pretty high power band. So it's, hopefully we'll rev into 8,600. That's my shit. So that's the cams. Forged connecting rods. MWR. Monkey Wrench Racing. When I say MWR, I mean Monkey Wrench Racing. Those were $1,000. You don't really need to get connecting rods. I was already in the motor, so all this started was I needed to change piston rings, and I was like, well, shit, might as well do all this because I'm changing piston rings. So in turn, I got the forged connecting rods. I am going boost. Don't know which kind of boost I want to go yet, but I am going boost, probably about a year or two. But Those were $1,000. Forged connecting rods are fucking expensive for these cars. But moving on to, so let me stop right here. What you need for these cams to work, you need valve springs, retainers. Yeah, valve springs and retainers. Valves, yeah. Cam, valve springs, retainers. That's really all you need, but I did the extra 10 miles, whatever. Like, I went all the way. Because why not? You know, I have the funds, so let's just do it. So, valve springs. I got the MWR valve springs, obviously, so that's going to be $395. Retainers, titanium retainers, that's going to be $250. Titanium valves, they're not even on the website anymore. I don't know if they still offer them. You might just have to email them, but those were $750. Super light, just making the valve train as light as possible, for sure. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, there goes the cats. And then for the valve springs, I ordered the valve spring tool, which was $100. You're gonna need the valve spring tool, trust me. Valve stem seal kit, $35. Bearings, motor. So I play a lot of Call of Duty. I keep saying Modern Warfare Remastered for some reason. Monkey Wrench Racing main bearings. Oh, actually, I didn't use those. We decided not to take the crank apart. I didn't use those. I sent them back. But if you want to, those are $139. MWR rod bearings. Oh, these cats are going crazy. Those are going to be $120. ARP head stud kit. I wanted to do head studs because I'm going to be blowing boost soon. So those were $350. Those are, I mean, might as well. If you're at this point, might as well get the head studs. It's only $350. And then, so what am I missing? Tune. You get the RR Racing little handheld tune, which is, I think, $500, $600. And then a custom tuning that RR Racing offers, which that was the only company that felt confident to tune what I just explained. It's $200 an hour. Now, I'm really hoping it doesn't go over an hour or two or three. But yeah, $200 an hour. Then, the freaking cats are distracting me. Then we have labor. I got labor at a really good price because there's a buddy of mine, but he knows what he's doing. He built a lot of Honda engines in his day. That's going to be Matt's Automotive. Again, if you want him to build your motor, go for it. We're located in Lafayette, Louisiana. Labor was $1,400 cash. So in total, that 600. It's gonna be 10,000. Yeah, $10,037. I just put $10,000 into a motor that makes around 400 horsepower. You're probably like, oh my God, what is this kid on? He's on some sort of crack. But I had the funds at the time. I mean, I still do have the funds, but I was like, I needed to do the freaking meat and potatoes, which was, what's it called? Piston rings. My motor was smoking so bad. It was terrible. It was not at its full power. When we opened up the motor, it was caked with oil, all that fun stuff. But, yep, $10,000 for everything. That's exterior, engine, all that good stuff. Next on the list is the built transmission. That's $4,000 on its own, but it can handle up to like 1,200, 1,500 horsepower, and it shifts a lot faster because these transmissions in our car suck ass. Oh my God, they're so terrible. On my like fourth one, I think, or third one, yikes, oof. But little update on the car. I am doing the RR Racing custom tuning right now. I'll be honest, it's a bitch. Nothing against RR Racing. I know I'm not their only customer, whatever. But it's been tough getting in contact with them. But they are doing a pretty good job so far. You know, I can't complain too much. It's just getting in contact with them on email, which sucks. I hate it. I wish I could get his phone number or something, but obviously it's up to him. But yeah, all in all, this is the build list. Rewind it if you need to, but that's it. And I'll be uploading future videos, so please subscribe. And this is only the beginning for this motor. You know, this car. You know, I'm ready to roll. Soon we'll be having some rev videos. Hopefully it'll be at 8,600 RPMs. So just stay tuned for that, and we can get that going. But I'll see y'all later. Oh, and if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Me and FBO IS350, who also is doing a stage 3 cam build, we did a lot of research. So if you don't want to do all that research, please ask questions. I do not mind. Go on my Instagram, clapped_Lexus, or just shoot me a comment on this video. Don't matter. Just please let me know, and see you guys later.